Good morning, sisters and brothers, nieces and nephews. I hope your day is off to a good one. Mine is about to get started. But before I do so, I have a PSA for all adults, parents in general, mothers specifically. Quit begging. Quit begging. Well, what are you talking about, Auntie? I'm glad you asked. I saw a story the other day that was a very sad story, and it is about a family that's about to lose their mom. And at 34 years old, this mom is dying of cancer. Okay, and by her own admission, she did not get checked out because when you're young, you don't think that anything's gonna happen to you. You think you're gonna be away for a long time. Well, and that's not the case. And so her and her husband are trying to prepare their children for the fact that she's about to pass. Well, please make no mistake, they are not asking for anything. But it prompted me to think about so many other situations where there are unexpected losses or there are losses that are foreseeable and there was nothing put in place to take care of that. Specifically, life insurance. The reason why I'm addressing this primarily to mothers, and there's a certain type of mom, I'm just going to keep it 1,000 with you. If you are wearing wigs, weaves, lashes, nails, and you're getting those done regularly, and you have children, and you don't have life insurance, you're a selfish individual. As an adult, particularly women, because we wear wigs, weaves, lashes, nails. If you don't have life insurance, you're a selfish individual and your priorities are messed up. Because see, what's going to happen if something happens to you, if you have not thought about yourself down range, they're going to have to take up a GoFundMe. And quite frankly, there's no difference between a GoFundMe and somebody standing on the corner begging for money. Just locality. That's it. Geography. That's it. Same thing. And also, I've seen parents that have to regrettably take up GoFundMes for their children. Now, understandably, as a parent, you don't think you're going to need life insurance for your child, but life happens, and they have these plans for children. You know, I think it's Gerber has a plan for $50,000, and actually, when they get 18 years of age, it's a whole life policy. So when they get 18, they can cash it out and do whatever they want to, whether we go to college, whether we go to, some type of trade school, whatever. And it is pennies. Pennies. I had one on my daughter when she was little. Sure did. And particularly even before I had her. Now, again, as in the military, when I was in reserve, I just had life insurance. It was for, my beneficiaries were my parents. But the moment I had a little person, I made sure I had that. I made sure I had that because in the event that anything happened to me, I wanted to make sure that she would be provided for. And I didn't want nobody trying to take up a collection to bury me. And this is the same type of stuff I grew up watching. Somebody didn't plan, because that, particularly in the Black community, we don't want to talk about death. And then a relative passed away, and you got to reach out to all the family to take up a collection to bury Uncle so-and-so or Aunt so-and-so or cousin so-and-so. No. It's irresponsible. And if you love your children like we all profess to, why not prepare for the unexpected future? Because we all gonna go. We all gonna go. Instead of waiting and asking for strangers, And here's the thing, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it a buck with you. We have parents asking GoFundMes for some ridiculousness. for Christmas presents, for birthday gifts, concert tickets, whatsoever. Rent, and that's important. Rent's important. Rent's very important. Nobody trying to get put out. But we don't have the foresight to think about, pennies, especially, like I said, if you are a mom and you're wearing wigs, weaves, lashes, nails. Yeah, because I know how much that costs. So parents in general, adults in general, parents in general, women specifically, because we are the primary caregivers and more often than not. But I'll put it like this, if you are a custodial parent, and even if you're not, if something were to happen to you, in fathers, wouldn't you want your children to be taken care of? So again, even for children, I'm not suggesting getting no ridiculous policy for your children because most children are going to be healthy. But a Gerber Life plan, you can get on the pennies on the dollar, and the most is like $50,000. If something were unexpectedly to happen to your children, you would be able to give them a distinguished and a proper burial homegoing. And if they live to be 18 prayerfully, that policy can go over to them and they can do with it what they will, and hopefully turn it into a policy that they can use in their life or to start their life. But quit begging and be responsible. Okay? Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Take that with you. Well, thank you so much, sweetheart. And I appreciate you asking this question, and I appreciate you seeing my heart in as much as, I'm kind of critiquing and judging and criticizing, but you see what I'm trying to say. And so what I did was I did a Google search. So this is really simple. Initially I said I was just going to list it, but I did a Google search after your comment and put in in the Google search, I put top life insurance or top term life insurance. And what it took me to was Forbes top 25 life insurance. So it says Forbes top 25 for March 2025. So it lets you know that it's very recent. And it lists them and it has the ratings, number of stars out of 10. Gerber Life was there again for whole life for children again, and like I said, if you want to do that for your child, it's pennies on the dollar. It's a whole life policy for them, and at the time when they turn 18, you can turn it over to them. What I did, as a matter of fact, when my daughter was getting ready to go to college, that's some of the money we used to get her set up. Okay, so so go to the Google search top term life insurance policies, and one of the things that should take you is to Forbes, or you can just go type in Google Forbes top 25 life insurance for 2025, and that'll give you some information. And again, and the younger you are, the less expensive it's going to be. Some of them require that you do medical exams, some of them don't, but I also want you to keep in mind of when you are eligible, because some they'll say that you can get term policy as low as $9.95 or something like that, but you if something happens to you before, it's like a 2-year waiting period. If something happens to you within that 2 years, it won't pay out for your family to satisfy your final expenses. So do that. Okay, that's a place to start, and I hope this helps. Again, thank you for your comment. Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Take that with you.